Welcome back to Yada TV. Like, share. We have seen over the year that the Jamaica Constabulary Force have not been able to show transparency to the Jamaican people. We have seen where there have been a whole lot of breakout of jailhouse over the island. We have seen breakout from St. Elizabeth, jailbreak in St. Mary, and jailbreak in Kingston, and attempt jailbreak recently in Portmore, and attempt jailbreak at the Hunts Bay police lockup. Also, we have seen where there have been lot of smuggling of contraband into jail cell and into prison. We are asking the JCF to show more transparency in regarding safety of the lockups in our Jamaican prison and jail cell. We have seen where contraband such as knives, ganja, cocaine, and also cell phone have been found in cells. And we are asking ourselves, who is the perpetrator of these crimes? Is only one finger only one person's the finger can be pointed on, and it must be the police officer, because they are the only person who the public is looking at, because no regular member of the public is allowed around the prison cell or around the prisoner. We are asking for transparency, whereby if a high profile person such as a businessman, a pastor, or even a politician is being charged for any criminal act, he should be regarded as a criminal, and is not, and I must say, is not entitled to any special treatment. And recently we have been hearing that the Member of Parliament, Mr. JOLYAN Silvera, who is being charged for murdering his wife Melissa, is being getting preferential treatment at the lockup where is situated, and the public is saying that that is not regarded as transparent. I am there asking the Jamaica Constabulary Force to look into this matter and to act accordingly to the rules and regulation of the Jamaica Prison Act. Here is an excerpt from Cliff Hughes regarding the preferential treatment being accorded to JOLYAN Silvera. Listen.
Today is what? Today is Wednesday, the 24th of January. I gather that the murder accused, the former MP, JOLYAN Silvera, is being scheduled to go to court tomorrow. resident, or should we say a visitor, at not Her Majesty anymore, His Majesty's pleasure, in a lockup, in a jailhouse, somewhere in Kingston. Yes, for the last several days, having been incarcerated last week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today, 6 days. And I see a report where it is being suggested and denied, that he's been given preferential treatment. The other inmates or detainees have to be sleeping on concrete. He has been given a sponge, while the others have to bounce it on the cold concrete. The police superintendent saying, no, not true. The sponge wasn't provided to him as any special arrangement. It was always there and was being used by the previous detainees. Yeah. Well, I gather he's due in court. He's to be taken before the courts tomorrow. And, boy, I gather as well, several high-profile people are being interviewed or to be interviewed in relation to the investigations into the killing of Melissa Silvera. And I gather the line of inquiry being pursued is whether they tampered with the crime scene or assisted in the covering up of the crime scene or tampering of the crime scene. That is the line of inquiry that they are to be questioned in relation to. One of those being a current member of parliament and senior member of the People's National Party. And I gather two former MPs, also of the PNP, are to be questioned, or should we say interviewed. One is currently overseas and is being told to make himself available ASAP back here for an interview. Yeah. Remember when the story took that dramatic turn in December? It was being suggested that there was an attempt to cover up. Well, you heard Fitzbailey in that media conference last week saying that no, there was no real attempt to cover up. So if there was no real attempt, then it could have been incompetence. Incompetence by the first policeman who went on the scene, the sergeant from Stony Hill. But it is also being made clear to me that that police sergeant took a photograph of the crime scene. And that photograph is proving to be very, very crucial in saving the day where the killing of Mrs. Silvera is concerned. Because it is that photograph that he shared with his fellow officers that provided the crucial spark to the investigation. Yes. And ultimately led to the police refusing to give permission for the body of Mrs. Silvera to be cremated. Because if the body was cremated, we wouldn't be here today. There would have been no postmortem or nothing to do a postmortem on. So, no cremation was permitted.